Shalom. Kohalayim La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah Ba'Hashem Kakadash. This is Business Insider. It says how billionaires saw their net worth increase by half a trillion dollars during the pandemic. It says 40 million Americans filed for unemployment during the pandemic, but billionaires saw their net worth increase by half a trillion dollars. And that just goes with like that's just wiping out the middle class. And you go to Revelation 13:16. Let's get it. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And if you notice, it says rich and poor because, as we just read in that article, 40 million people have filed for unemployment. And then you had what's the numbers? What was it? 40 million people filed for unemployment, but billionaires saw their net worth increase by half a trillion dollars. So it don't say nothing about the middle class, and stuff is going to progress, and then people are going to either be very rich or very poor. That's why it says rich and poor right here, because middle class is basically non-existent, as the middle class has been basically disappearing in recent years. All right, it says this isn't the first time billionaires have seen gains while others dealt with loss, and it tends to tie back to two things. First, the government disproportionately gives more aid to larger companies, and that's by design, man. The world is given into the hand of the wicked. It says, then the stock market bounces back. The unequal bailouts mean that the wealthy have money on hand to invest and thus profit, while the middle and lower classes do not. Wealthy, and then you go back to the middle class. It's also being diminished by the lack of jobs, and jobs being like people getting laid off and stuff, because a lot of companies not opening back up. All right, then this is let's see. It says Jeff Bezos saw his wealth rise by an estimated $48 billion. Steve Ballmer, Zoom grew his egg by over $2.5 billion, and former Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer increased by $15.7 billion. Elon Musk saw an increase of $17.2 billion. And this is all during the pandemic. So, people, us that are watching, we're seeing that, they're getting richer, and then people are having to apply for these aid programs and stuff. So, we have the rich and we have the poor. All right, so this is Ecclesiasticus 10:8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So unrighteous dealings, them unrighteous dealings are, the people that are getting richer, they have their hand all into this, this whole thing that's going on, man. You got Gates. He at the forefront of trying to come out with a vaccine. Yeah, vaccine. Elon Musk, man, he coming out with the whole brain, chip. And then you got people, everybody, basically that is a billionaire, trillionaire, whatever. Those people that have seen gains, they all got their hand into this great reset, which is the new world order. And because of that, they're gaining riches. They're gaining riches by deceit. The kingdom is going to be translated, and they can see that. That's why they're trying to come with this great reset. It says the kingdom is translated from one people, who was Esau, Edom, to another, which is Jake, the descendants of Jacob. All right. And this is, they're coming out with all these different things, to repeat. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. So they coming out with this, this chip for, the lying wonders. They're coming out with that vaccine, saying that's gonna help the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. And our people are eating it up. But in the last end, they're gonna show their wickedness, their plan. People are gonna see their plan at the last end, basically. Okay, and then this is Proverbs 3:31. It says, "Envy thou not the oppressor; choose none of his ways." All right, and most of our people are going after riches that are gained by deceit, man. Through the media and entertainment and stuff like that. Jake is at the forefront of almost just about everything, and they look up to these people, like these different entertainers and stuff, and they want to be just like them. So they're chasing after the money, man. You can't, as it's written, we can't chase money and then seek the Lord at the same time, man. We gotta choose a side. And since majority of our people see these people, the celebrities and stuff, they're choosing the ways of the oppressor, trying to gain riches by unrighteous dealings and deceit. All right. So we shouldn't be trying to go after money. And then specifically with that article, they're putting us again at the forefront of this inoculation process, and as that is the way of the oppressor. There's going to be certain things that people can do with the inoculation. So, our people the majority of our people are going to be at the first ones in the lines to get those inoculations, man, just so they can be like our oppressors. All right, and this is Proverbs 13:11. It says, "Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished." Vanity, like basically worthless things, man. And that's, that has Esau Edom written all over it, the so-called white man. It says shall be diminished, because it's worthless, man. It says, "But he that gathereth by labor shall increase." And then you get it in the AMP. It says, "Wealth obtained by fraud." That's deceit right there. It says dwindles. But he who gathers gradually by honest labor will increase his riches, because our treasures are in heaven. Roughly paraphrasing, our treasure is in his truth, man. That's honest labor right there. That's what we should be seeking. Honest labor. All right, and this is 1 John 2:20. It says, but ye have an unction from the Holy One, which is we get. Well, let me finish. It says, but ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things. We know all things, that we need to know, because of the Holy Spirit. We're blessed with the Holy Spirit. So, we know what we need to know about, these inoculations. We know what we need to about. We know what we need to know about, the device in Revelation 13:16. We know we need to know about, the secret counsels of the wicked, And again, that's because we're blessed with the eyes and ears to see. All right. See if I got something else in this article. All right, and this is another paragraph in this article. It says, which brings us back to the moment when the C pandemic rocked the economy in 2019. The Fed reported that 4 in 10 Americans didn't have enough cash in their bank accounts to cover a $400 unexpected expense. And that goes back to everybody, being pressured into being poor. Like the middle class is basically non-existent. And going back to, I can't remember what verse it was, but everybody is pushed to either pressured to or no, not pressure. The billionaires are being basically pushed to be trillionaires, so that's a good thing. But everybody else is getting pushed into being poor, and after here pretty soon, if you don't have the inoculation, then you know you're not gonna be able to do anything. So our people are going to be pressured into they're going to be tempted into envying the ways of our oppressors, and choosing his ways, because it when Jake can't can't go as he pleases, like the heathen, man, then they basically our people had they what is it, what's the word I'm looking for, they love to be like the heathen. And that just goes back to the this verse right here. I think it was Proverbs 31, 3 and 31. Our people are foolish, man. It's actually a verse that says our people are sottish, which basically means stupid. They're foolish, man. They envy the oppressors. Yep. Just like King David said, he was foolish when he seen the prosperity of the wicked. It's something to that extent, but yeah. Lord willing, that was edifying. Call halal, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Shalom.